Hi, good morning, everybody. This is your friend AdanHernandez. Um, this live video, for the first time, I'm doing is in English, and the reason why I'm doing it in English is because so far I've been doing this in Spanish to all my friends and family in Mexico and here even here in the United States. But I have many friends in the United States that don't speak Spanish, so I'm gonna try to give a brief explanation of kind of trying to give you an update on my health since I was diagnosed with cancer back in October 2024. So, friends, many of you have asked me, hey, Adan, when are you doing this in English? Because we don't know what you're doing, what you are saying. Every time you do your live video in Spanish, we can't understand you, and we are interested in knowing what your health, how's your health, how you're doing. So I hope by doing this, I can address those questions you might have, friends, family. So please follow me. I'll try to explain a little bit everything, uh, what happened, what I'm doing, and what's next. Okay. So I'll try to do my best because it's not the same doing this in English than in Spanish. My first language, and doing it in English is kind of hard because I have to double think what I'm gonna say. But anyway, I'll try my best. Okay, just forgive my mistakes, of course. Okay. First, back in October 2000, back in October 2024, I was diagnosed with colon cancer, stage 4 colon cancer, and after after being diagnosed with colon cancer, I started the treatment for the chemotherapy, not immunotherapy, not radiation, just chemotherapy. So I've been doing chemotherapy for the past 18 months, 8 months, not 18, 8 months. And this is my 18th round of chemotherapy. This past week I finished it, and during this week I'm in the kind of like resting process, preparing myself, preparing my body for the next chemo, which is gonna be next Tuesday. But for now, I finished it last week, and now I'm just kind of relaxing. So this is my 18th round of chemotherapy. So how am I doing? Well, in 8 months, the cancer has kind of like not it's not gone at all, but CT scans have shown a lot of progress reducing the tumors that I have in my colon, liver, and lungs. So CT scans have shown that most of them have shrunk in, I don't know, over 60, 70, 80%, most of them. But they're still there. I mean, cancer is still there. Cancer is still in my body, but not as strong as it was back in October 2024 when I was first diagnosed with this illness. Um, so the CT scans I've done are three, or there have been already three of them, and the last one was in June 9th when I did the last CT scan, and the last one showed a lot of progress in reducing the tumors. For instance, one of the biggest one that I had was 4 centimeters. Now it's up to 1.7 centimeters, more or less. So that's the kind of the biggest one in my liver. The colon mass I had back in 2024 was 9 centimeters. Now it's like almost not even 1 centimeter. So the colon has almost gone. It's almost gone, but not completely. There is still, of course, the malignant cells in my colon that, of course, are working to spread, but unfortunately we have stopped them from spreading out more to another parts of my body. Fortunately, the CT scans have shown that cancer has not spread anymore. It stopped right now. I mean, stopped meaning that it's not spreading. It's still there, but not kind of like spreading like it was in October 2024. For instance, when I was diagnosed in 2024, um, I did start chemotherapy after the diagnosed like within 2020, like 22 days after being diagnosed. So when I first knew that I had cancer, the mass in my colon was 6 centimeters. So before doing chemo, it grew up around 3 centimeters more, which ended up being 9 centimeters. So imagine that before doing chemo, the mass started growing 3 centimeters in only 22 days. So thankfully, we started doing chemo, and the mass growing stopped and started shrinking. Chemotherapy started doing its job by reducing the tumor in the first 4 or 5 rounds very, very, very significantly, like over 50% started shrinking. So now the mass in my colon is almost gone. What does that mean? Well, it means that the tumor is almost gone, but still cancer cells are there. I mean, the cancer cells are still there. They haven't been destroyed yet. They haven't been killed yet. But we're working with the chemotherapy to do that. Just to do that. In order for my body to recover, we have to kind of like shrink the tumors that are in my liver, in my lungs, and the colon. That's almost gone, but we still have work to do. So the treatment is working so far. Um, the results are very positive, are encouraging. Um, they they are really, 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 really great results. Um, we've I've been doing the chemotherapy combined with plant-based food diet, which I think has done all the work. Combined with the therapy of chemo and plant-based diet, I think that has given me a lot of nutrients that my body have, of course, used to resist the cancer and also the treatment. As you may know, chemotherapy not only kills bad cells, but also kills um, good cells. The white and red cells are also killed by the treatment. So what I've been doing is just kind of like giving nutrients from plant-based food, which basically is vegetarian, right? Mostly fruit and vegetables. I gave up meat. I gave up milk. I gave up cheese, processed food, I gave up what else? I gave up most junk food, and not most, all junk food out of the question, out of my diet. Most meats out of my diet. So basically, for the past 8 months, I've been eating fruit and vegetables, herbal teas, medicinal herbal teas. For instance, there are some teas that I've been drinking, like happy liver tea, which is been helping my liver to recover because, as I said, there are some small, tiny tumors in my liver that are kind of just waiting to spread out. But fortunately, we have stopped the growing of the tumors and also the spreading of the cancer cells. So that's good news. So what's next? Well, doctor said that I had to continue the treatment for whatever it takes. It doesn't mean that because the tumors are shrinking, we have to stop the treatment. It doesn't mean that I have to stop doing what I'm doing. It means that we have to continue until until the cancer is gone. I mean, we hope to to achieve that goal pretty soon, but we don't know yet when. It might take a few more months, even another year. Who knows? Even the doctor doesn't know when it's gonna stop growing, or it's gonna stop spreading, or it's gonna stop just kind of like uh, to get back to normal, right? So, so this is kind of like unknown situation for me, like what to expect next. I'm just living day by day, trying to enjoy my life with my family, with my wife, with my son. Trying not to gathering in a crowded areas because you know viruses and bacteria are very harmful for my body right now. My immune system, even though it's really good, I mean, as best as it can be, it's not 100%. It's not 100% strong. So I have to be careful in gathering in a public places. I've missed a lot of parties. For instance, I missed my son's birthday party. I missed Christmas. I missed Thanksgiving. I missed uh, New Year's Eve. I missed a lot of parties. So why? Because it doesn't worth it. It doesn't worth it to put myself at risk knowingly that any bacteria will will send me back to hospital. You know, I don't know many of you knew, but I was hospitalized back in October 2 times. The first time was kind of like 13th of October till October 15th, kind of, it was like 3 days more or less. But the second one was for 5 days. So after being diagnosed with cancer, I got hospitalized because of two bacteria, H. pylori, that was was found even before I was diagnosed with cancer. I we found that I had H. pylori, which was treated with antibiotics. Plus, on the second time that I got into the hospital, that I was hospitalized, they found another bacteria which is called E. coli. So those two bacteria were fighting my body plus cancer. Imagine that, three things my body was fighting back then. So I lost weight a lot. I lost weight a lot. I weighed like 150 pounds. Now I weigh 142, 41, 42 pounds. Imagine that. From weighing 172 pounds back in or before my diagnosis, 170 something, 72, I end up weighing 115 pounds, which is a lot of weight loss, you know. Um, but you know, people ask me mostly, how are you feeling mentally, emotionally? Well, I would say this: when I first knew that I had cancer, it was hard. It wasn't that easy to process that information, especially for thinking about my wife, my son, my family, but specifically my son Juan Pablo and my wife. Um, I was not devastated, but I was sad. I have to admit that I was sad. I wasn't, of course, happy, knowingly that probably had a few months to live. We didn't know back then. Doctors didn't tell me exactly how much time that I had, but but I think I got I got strength from my faith in God. I got strength from just believing in God, believing that God has been always with me since I was born. I had that belief. My mom taught me that there is a supreme being above us that is always watching, caring, and taking care of us, which is God. So I have always believed in God and and especially during this type of time, I got the strength from that faith. So what we did do was just kind of like start learning about cancer, start learning about what to do to heal my body, or not just to heal, but to prevent my body from decaying, from getting worse. So we discovered um, we discovered from watching documentaries, reading books of people who have survived cancer, and we learned that by eating healthy food was a way of helping your body get strong, and um, by getting stronger, it would support, resist the treatment and the cancer attacks. Because as I said before, cancer is trying to eat your body. Plus, you give chemotherapy treatment that also affect by killing the good and bad cells. Not only just the bad cells, but also attacks. It attacks every cell in your body. So you have to have a strong body. So I just did that. We just start by eating fruit and vegetables. And and by the way, when I first started my treatment, because of my mass in my colon, the mass in my colon was 9 centimeters. It was almost blocked in my colon. So there was a fear of getting blocked. So therefore, the doctor recommended uh, me start a liquid diet, not solid diet, which means I had to eat only liquid, liquids. I was having breakfast, lunch, and dinner all liquefied food. It means that I ate only juice. I ate only soup, uh, cream soup, but nothing else. Nothing else. Everything that I ate back then in October was just liquefied diet. So you can imagine my weight, even my weight, even my weight that I was losing naturally by the cancer started. I started losing more weight because of that. So it wasn't easy at the beginning. I can tell. I can tell you. Um, it wasn't easy, but thankfully, we did the right. We did the right thing by switching to plant-based food, switching from eating meat and all processed food and all kind of junk food to plant-based food, and it worked. It is working. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm fully recovered. No, not yet. But we're getting there. That's the good part. I'm drinking herbal teas, herbal teas like this medicinal. My wife herbal tea makes. My wife makes this herbal tea from a lot of species, a lot of things that she adds in it, which are medicinal. So I'm combining the modern medicine treatment such as chemotherapy with plant-based food, and so far it's working. So what else? What else? I'm trying to remember what else I was going to say, but well, mostly is that to want to address this situation with you guys. Um, for many of you who has been in touch with me, thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for your message every single day. I receive one or two or three messages from you guys. Um, I know I don't have many of you in my Facebook contact list, but a few of them I have. The few of you I have in my Facebook, please share this video. Um, please tell people, tell my friends, my coworkers who I don't have in this Facebook contact list. Just let them know that I'm doing fine. I am I'm doing better. I'm getting better. I'm not fully recovered yet. I'm gonna I'm gonna take another 6 months, more or less. Um, another 6 months, more or less. That's 6 months. I'm gonna be placed to work again to continue the treatment. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know how long it's gonna take to get fully recovered. I don't know, and I just know that I'm working on it. Um, we think we're getting there. Doctor says that what CT scans have shown are really, really, really good news. That's all he says. Unfortunately, he doesn't say anything else. He doesn't say anything else. I wish he would give me more like information, like what's coming, what to expect. But unfortunately, he doesn't say more. He doesn't say much. He doesn't say much. But I hope that everything keeps running smoothly as it is right now. Because so far, my health is not. I would say this: my health is not compromised as it was back in October 2024. Um, but it's still at risk, right? It is still a risk, but not as the same as it was in October when I first um, got the diagnosis. The first time I was hospitalized, the second time I was hospitalized, that my health was not in a good shape. It was in a really bad shape. Uh, but but now I feel like it's getting better. My health is getting better, and therefore it's not that that much at risk so far. I mean, unless anything changes, and unless the treatment is not working anymore, unless something happens. But if nothing happens, if nothing changes, I would say that my health is in good shape right now. Despite, of course, cancer cells are still, of course, in my body, in four, three parts of my body: colon, liver, and lungs. They all have cancer tumors, tiny ones, but still there are cancer tumors. So um, it's just like a matter of time, of course, that I hope that the treatment is gonna do it it its job, healing my body. The treatment combined with the plant-based food and my well-being, mentally, emotionally, attitude that I've had from the beginning. Um, so I just hope that everything ends up being successfully for me and my health. But I have to do the work. Nobody's gonna do it for me. Nobody's gonna do uh, what I have to do. I have to follow the treatment. I have to follow my recipes, my own recipes of eating well, healthy, stay healthy, doing my exercises. Um, I mean, kind of like like not not changing anything, not changing anything of what I've been doing. So if I continue doing what I'm doing, I would probably be okay. Of course, anything can change and at any time, but I'm praying to God that nothing changes. So that's that's the thing, like uh, we what um I expect anything not to change. I expect nothing changes, but who knows? Um, who knows? But I'm just praying to God that everything goes as smoothly as it's been going, because there is something that I'm not surprised, but thankfully I'm thankful to God that from the beginning I haven't been in pain. I haven't been in pain. I haven't been in discomfort. As much as I was at the beginning, it wasn't that bad as I've heard, read in those posts in pages that I follow in Facebook from people who have been diagnosed with the same illness, um, and they say even the treatment is not, for many of them, it's not working. For many of them, the treatment has given a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort. Their lives their lives are miserable. So I've heard, read a lot of a lot of um, stories out there that treatment is not helpful for them. The treatment gives them a lot of pain and discomfort. And for me, to be honest, it hasn't been that for me. So for me, the treatment is being this mild with mild side effects such as nausea. Not even I haven't vomited, not even one time. Um, I mean, I do have nausea the first day, second day, third day of the chemotherapy, but other than that, just tiredness. I get tired a lot. Yes, that's for sure. Tiredness, nausea, mild nausea, not really strong nausea. Um, but other than that, the side effects of the treatment is just mild, and I just thank God that I don't have those type of side effects. Even my hair, I have it. I miss thin hair, but I haven't lost it in 8 months, 18 rounds. So that's. I mean, not that I'm afraid or scared if I lose my hair, but it's kind of a sign that for me, it's kind of a sign that my body is responding well to the treatment. So not losing my hair for me is another sign that my body will probably recover from this sooner as I kind of like thought. So doctor once said that we are kind of a little bit ahead of this, a little bit ahead, because he was expecting probably this, but not in a short amount of time. 8 months are what, 18 pounds, 3 CT scans. So in 8 months, it's not enough time to recover. Some people recover after 1 year, 2 years, depending the severity of the illness. But the illness I have is stage 4 colon cancer, um, spread spread to liver, lungs, uh, lymph nodes. I think there are also few tiny tumors that are also out there or in there, but also they are also shrinking. So that's the good news. One more thing I was forgetting. In the last CT scan, the uh, the results showed that some of the some of the cancer cells are calcifying. And 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 what does that mean? I didn't know about the term calcifying in terms of cancer, so we looked it up on Google. We kind of discovered that calcification means that cells are dying. So that's another good news. That's another good news that we found in the new results, the new CT scan results, that many of them are calcifying. So many of the cells are calcifying, And I asked the doctor in my recent visit, um, what does that mean? What is that a good news or what? He said, yes, it is a good news that the cells are dying, and the cells are dying and therefore calcifying themselves. That means that we're killing the cells. So that's a good news. That's good news. And not just they're dying, they're not spreading. They're not spreading. There are not new developments in my body. So so that's really a great news for me. I was really happy when we got those results and finding out that sellers are calcifying was another good news, um, because knowing that the cancer cells are dying gives me more hope. Knowingly that the sellers are not spreading, that gives me hope. So if we combine all of those good news, I can tell you that I'm so happy. I'm so thankful to God uh, for this opportunity. I'm gonna try to communicate with you guys this way. I've been in touch with many friends from work, mostly mostly through this 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 channel, but also by text. Those that I have in my contact list, um, those that I have their numbers, of course, I've been texting them here and there, not daily. A few of them are almost are almost texting me every day, asking me how am I doing, and I appreciate that. But for many of you who I haven't been in touch recently, I just wanted to give you this update, telling you that I've been doing a lot of work to heal my body. Being I've been working hard. Not just me, my wife and I have been working hard to get my body fully recovered. And I just want to thank you guys for everything you are doing for me. Here in San Jose, California, I have many friends, um, coworkers who have been there for me. Giving their support not only by sending good vibes, praying, but also donating some in some ways, like had the opportunity to apply for a catastrophic relief through my union, and many of you guys donated hours that, of course, uh, gave me the opportunity to get paid, uh, and that alone is awesome. Yeah, that alone is uh, something that I really appreciate. Um, and I wish I had the opportunity to thank you personally, but I don't have now the opportunity. I hope I will pretty soon. But for now, I just want to tell you thank you so much for your support, for being there for me. Um, even though we know each other from work, from um, gatherings or anything. Thank you very much for your support, for being there, so kind to me. Um, there are another well, you know, my son goes to a school where his mates' parents, his peers' parents knew about my illness, and one of them gathered the full information about what was happening to me. So that parent, she organized this kind of like a meal train online meal train. So parents would register online to provide food every Tuesday and Thursday. So it's like a schedule for, many of you might know what I'm talking about, but explaining for others who might don't know what meal train is. So you register, sign up for delivering meals at any at a specific time and specific dates. So yeah, so they organized that, and we were receiving food every Tuesday and Thursday for a period of time, right? But the thing is, it made me feel really, 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 really well. I I think those details are small details are really helpful, because feeling supported by the community is really important in this type of illness, this type of hard times. So I wanted to thank all of them. I did thank many of them by text, and few of them I met them in person, um, and thank them personally, and and just like knowing that there are people thinking about me, praying for me. It's another way of healing. Believe me, it's another way of healing. My body receives those messages, and and kind of like takes them inside of my body, my mind, my soul, and those messages, prayers, um really do a lot of good in my body, like my mind. My mind is just kind of like my mind is kind of like sometimes wild, but no, wild because sometimes I'm thinking random things. Sometimes I'm thinking about anything, and and sometimes my body gets distressed because of those thoughts. But just kind of like thinking about what's happening around me, in my community, with my community, just by thinking that there are people praying for me, there are people that are praying. That gives me a lot of comfort. That gives me a lot of um, a lot of a lot of uh, a lot of hope that my body is gonna recover, because because that is also another type of medicine. It, you might believe or not in prayers, but if you do believe, you know what I'm talking about. So praying is another type of medicine that helps people to recover, because um, that's kind of positive thoughts coming into your mind, body, and soul, and therefore that also makes your body stronger, because your body lives out of food, water, but but your mind also needs 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 food, and the food for your mind is thoughts, good vibes, good thoughts, prayers, um, support, and by getting them, I think that is also why I'm doing better and better every day. Not only because of the treatment, not only because of the food I'm eating, but also because of the thoughts and prayers coming from you guys. Um, that's how I see it. That's how I see it, and and I hope that I can continue receiving those good vibes and thoughts, good thoughts from you guys. And anytime, please, at any time, if you have questions, how am I doing? If you don't hear from me 1 day or 2 days because I'm doing something, I'm busy doing something, please just contact me. Send a message um, right here on my Facebook page. If you have my number, just text me. Don't wait Don't wait days not knowing um, not knowing how I'm doing, where am I at, or something. Just ask me. You won't bother me. I promise you. Just let me know what do you need to know, and I'll ask. I mean, I will let you know right away any you know um any changes or any good news or anything. um so I tried to reach out to many of you guys, um but as I said, I don't have many of you guys. I don't have your phone numbers. I don't have you here in my contact list of Facebook, so therefore I can't reach out to you. So, but if you know somebody that knows me, please share this video or ask ask them to send a friend request, and I will accept anybody to be part of my contact list in Facebook or even in Instagram. I'm also there. I have friends in Instagram also. I wasn't using Instagram at all, not at all, but often. Now I'm doing it, but not as I use Facebook. Facebook is my main channel of communication. So if you have any doubts, please just let me know. Ask me anything, anything, anything. Okay. So what else? What else? Um, Diagnose, treatment, results, CT scan. I had so many talking points right here just to give an update. I I was planning on doing this update briefly, but now what? It's been what is it? It's like 42 minutes. Wow. I know. Well, there is a lot to cover, but I wish I had more time. This app that I'm using gives me only 1 hour, so I'll try to log in more often and do these live videos in English, so um, so you are not missing part of my health update. And as I said, if you have any question, please just let me know. Um, please, you won't bother me. I promise you. I'd be more glad. I'd be glad to answer any questions you might have, because for me it's important for you to know how am I doing, where am I at, and even though it's kind of not easy for me doing in English because it's my second language, I'm trying my best, and I will try to do it better and better. But the main reason or the important thing is that you know that I'm doing better. I'm getting there. Not yet, though. I'm still working on it. I'm still working in my full recovery. Um, just hoping for the best outcome, hoping for the best results. So far, I was hoping to get back to work in in August, October probably, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Based on the results, we have work to do still. Um, so doctor gave me another 6 months place of work. So he placed me off work for another 6 months, and therefore I'm not working soon or soon. So another 6 months, have to wait and see. Maybe um, in the next CT scan, which is scheduled for when June, July, August, September, more or less. That's scheduled for September. The next CT scan, I hope that by then there is more good news. There is more good news. I hope there is more good news, and and the good news, I hope they are that we're getting almost there. I hope so. But we have to wait and see, right? I mean, as I said, I just have to live one day at a time. Um, I don't have, or I don't want to kind of like predict, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get better in 3 4 months. No, I mean, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I just have to wait, be patient. Emotionally, mentally and emotionally, I'm fine. Thank God. Uh, so now I just need to relax, do my assignments, eat well, rest well, think think positively, not negatively. So that also helps. So being positive, positive, positive. Uh, stressless, stressless is the key to not having stress in my life right now. It's working, you know. So I try not to get stressed out. Even though I watch the news and everything, I don't get stressed out by the news. Believe me, I like to be informed. That's all. But I try not to be stressed out for anything or anybody besides me right now. I have to be selfish. That's 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 the thing, you know. Have to be selfish because if I'm not selfish, if I don't think about myself right now, so I can't help anybody right now, but I can help me first, you know. So by doing what I'm doing, by taking care of myself, by not going to crowded areas, parties, gatherings, blah blah blah. So I'm helping myself, avoiding getting sick. That's the key. That's what I want. Not getting sick from other illnesses, other diseases, other bacteria, viruses, whatever. You know, catching any virus right now, it's like can kill me. So I don't want that. Anyway, so friends, this is it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this video. Please share this video with your friends that I know, your friends that also are my friends, but I don't have them in my Facebook contact list. Please ask them if they want to follow me. That's fine. I can accept them anytime. Please just ask them to send a friend request here on Facebook or even on Instagram. Fine. I have well, I also have a channel, a YouTube channel, but it's in Spanish too. But yeah, just try to reach out to me here on Facebook or even on Instagram. That's fine. Um, and if you have my number and they ask you for my number, please give it to them. Give it to them. That's fine. I don't mind being contacted by by anybody who I know and you know. Um, it's important for me for people to know how I'm doing, so it won't bother me. So please share my number with friends that don't have it, and share this video with them, and yeah, just let them know that I'd be glad to, more than happy to talk to them or be in touch with them, uh, any shape or form, like doing this video by text, by messenger, whatever, you know. I I'd be glad to. I'd be glad to be in touch with any of you guys. So please share this video, and as I said, just be in touch with me and let me know what you think, what you want to know, and I'd be more than glad to answer any questions you have. Okay, okay, guys. Thank you so much. See you later. See you later. Have a nice and wonderful week. Have a nice day, and thank you for listening.